We are back with Dr. Tom Reid. And Dr. Reid, I want you to tell the audience, if they have a child, if someone has a child, or they know of a child who needs a mentor, what do they need to do?
Well, I would suggest that you access our website.
Okay.
It would have the information, phone number, and so forth, which is Carolina Human Reinvestment.org.
Okay.
It will give you all the information on how you can call our office, talk with someone there, and they can begin the process.
Okay. And also, for people who are interested in being a mentor?
The same.
Okay.
The same. Access our website, talk to someone, tell them that you're interested in becoming a mentor. We would love to talk with you, bring you in, sit down, and begin the interviewing process.
Right. And I also want people to know that there is extensive screening, so that just anybody can't come in and say they want to be a mentor to children. They have to pass a background check and all of those things in order to become a mentor.
Well, you have to do more than a background check before we turn you loose on a child.
Okay.
Your odds of getting into the White House are equal to the background check that we do. It's
Okay.
FBI, it's all the way back military, family ties, the whole thing.
Good.
It's extremely important that we line up and we have the right people for the right child.
Right.
So we are really serious about our background check.
We know that you serve Williamsburg, Georgetown, and Horry County, so this is not only for children of Georgetown County. If you have someone in mind, a child in mind from Williamsburg County, from Horry County, which is a much bigger county than people realize, please get in contact with Carolina Human Reinvestment, and hopefully we will have all the information up on the screen. But the telephone number for Carolina Human Reinvestment is 843-467, or is it 461?
461.
461, I'm sorry, 843-461-4305. 843-461-4305. Now, I want to wrap this up, Dr. Reid, and I want you to talk to us about the importance of community. We hear about community, like I started off this interview, about that whole statement, it takes a village to raise a child. We hear it all the time until it is almost cliche. Sometimes I don't even want to hear people say it anymore, because I wonder where they are when it comes to doing the work of the community. So talk about the importance of working and walking and living your faith, and having your work actually be seen and felt in the community.
Well, it's extremely important that we understand problems that we have in our community, children that are at risk in our community. We know all the things that are going on in our community, but guess what? Basically, it's something like 4%
Right.
of the total activities of our community. But that 4% can be devastating.
Right.
Okay, I have talked to moms and dads and single parents raising their children, did an excellent, wonderful job. Finish high school, go on to college, and do whatever they're supposed to do. And I praise God for you. Congratulations, job well done. But it just tells us that you know how to do it. Now, you can't just sit back.
Right.
You can't just sit back, because if you put all that work in your child and don't put that same kind of work in the child next door that don't have the support systems,
Right.
that child can hurt your child.
That's true.
Okay, so if you want to look at it as an invested interest in your community, it takes none of us are perfect.
Right.
None of us are perfect, and through the grace of God, some of us are able to raise our children fantastically, and we salute you. We applaud you, but now we need you to come back. We need you to sit down and meet with neighbors and friends, how your community association can be improved. Okay, one of the things that I love seeing, when a child makes it well in football or basketball, that whole community cheers him.
That's right.
That whole community cheers him. They have ownership to that child. And it's the same thing with the child at risk. Let's take ownership of it. Let's take ownership of it. And there's another thing that I just want to point out, that when these children who are at risk and they slip through the cracks and they go to jail, they're incarcerated, guess where they're coming back to?
That's right.
Guess where they're coming back to? Once they're released, they're not going no place else. They're coming home.
That's right.
So you're going to do the work on the front end or the back end. So we encourage you to get involved. Get involved. It's your community. It's our community. These are our children. They're ours. They belong to us. I don't care. They belong to us. The same one that finished with a 4.0 from Duke is ours, the same way as the one that snatched 4 pocketbooks and ended up incarcerated. They're our children. The end result is up to how much time that we want to put into it.
Dr. Reid, thank you so much for that. I'm going to give people the telephone number again for Carolina Human Reinvestment, 843-461-4305, and the website is carolinahumanreinvestment.org. And thank you so much for joining us.